Yes, welcome back to your Mindset Year Power. Today is special, my friend, because we've come to the final part of our growth mindset series. Yes, over the past 2 weeks, we've walked this journey together. In part 1, we built the foundation, resilience, showing up on the hard days, refusing excuses, choosing discipline over comfort. In part 2, we talk about rewiring, catching the old fixed stories, challenging them, and creating new pathways of belief and possibility. And now, here we are, part 3, becoming. Because resilience and rewiring mean nothing if they don't change who you are. This final step is about identity. It's about living growth daily, not as something you do once in a while, no, but as someone you are growing into. Why identity matters? Listen, because your actions follow the story you tell yourself. So if you keep saying, I'm not just good with change, or I'm not consistent, you will live into that identity. Not because it's true, no, but because you have rehearsed it so many times it feels true. And let's be clear, my friend, simply saying I'm resilient or I'm strong isn't enough either. No, identity is not a label you slap on yourself. It's something you earn through the work, through reps, the small choices you make every single day. When you commit, when you persevere, when you show up again and again, that's when you become the person who's resilient. That's when you embody the growth mindset. A growth mindset doesn't mean you wake up one day and declare, I'm the best. No, it means you wake up every single day willing to do the work that moves you closer to who you want to become. But listen, it takes time. It takes patience. It takes setbacks. Yes, but the beauty is that if you are willing to keep showing up, the identity will catch up with you, one rep at a time. Yes, my friend, and let me give you an analogy. Because think of this series like building a house. Resilience was the foundation, right? You can't build a house on sand, so you need a solid foundation. Rewiring was the walls. You had to change the structure, the framework, the belief that hold the house up. And becoming is the roof, the finishing, the home you actually live in. This is where growth mindset stops being a theory and starts being your way of life. So, how do you live this out daily? Well, here's how, my friend. Let's talk about tools. Let's go to tool number 1. Choose identity over outcome. So instead of chasing, I want to lose 10 pounds, shift the story to, I am someone who takes care of my body. When you see yourself as the kind of person who values health, the healthy choices follow naturally. Outcomes will come and go, but identity sticks, and identity drives consistency. Tool number 2, stack small wins. Confidence isn't built on one big achievement. No, it's stacked brick by brick from the small choices you repeat daily. Waking up on time, finishing that workout, having that tough conversation you were avoiding. Each one is a win. And when you stack them, they create a foundation of belief that says, I can handle hard things. Right? Tool number 3, live your values. If you want courage, don't wait for the big stage. Practice it in small moments, like speaking up in a meeting, trying something new, saying no when it matters. If you want resilience, prove it in the everyday struggles. like showing up patience with your kids or staying calm when life throws curveballs. Values only matter when they're lived, my friend, not just spoken. Tool number 4, the mirror test. At the end of each day, look in the mirror and ask yourself, did I live like the person I want to become? This is not about perfection. No, it's about alignment. Did my actions today reflect my values? Did I move even one step closer to the identity I'm building? Even on tough days, this question helps you stay on track and keep becoming. Tool number 5, surround yourself with growth. Who and what you surround yourself with is shaping you, whether you realize it or not. Yes. So fill your world with voices, books, people, podcasts that pull you forward instead of keeping you stuck. Create an environment where growth isn't just a choice, it's the most natural option. Now, let's bring this down to something super practical and maybe even a little funny. Because if there is one place growth mindset really shows up, it's in how we try to live a healthy lifestyle. Yes, my friend, because living with a growth mindset isn't just about your career or your goals. It shows up in how you treat your body and mind every single day. Think about it. Eating better, exercising, sleeping well. These are not just health tips, right? They're proof that you believe you can improve, learn, and grow. Every time you pick the apple instead of a donut, you're stacking a win. And hey, don't worry, donuts are still allowed sometimes, only sometimes, okay? And also, every time you try a new workout and end up gasping halfway through the warm-up, that's also growth, my friend. Because instead of quitting, you are proving to yourself, I can get stronger, right? And every time you push through those first shaky attempts, like whether it's cooking a new recipe or starting a new workout plan, that's growth too, my friend, because you're choosing to learn instead of giving up. And let's be real, growth is messy. Yes, it is. Sometimes it looks like blueberry smoothies, and other times it looks like you're collapsing on the couch after 3 push-ups thinking, is this structure trying to kill me? But listen, both count. Because the real growth isn't the showing up. Yes, my friend. So yes, whether it's in your health, your habits, your relationships, or your mindset, growth shows up in the small daily choices. And here's the best part. This is not limited to one season of life. Growth is for all of us at every age and every stage. No matter where you're listening from. Maybe you're in your 20s figuring out your life. Maybe you're in your 30s balancing career, life, and what really matters. Or in your 40s rebuilding. Or in your 50s redefining what's next. Or maybe you're in your 60s starting something brand new. Hear me on this, my friend. It is not too late. You are not too old. You're not stuck. No, the human brain can rewire at any age. Growth is available to anyone who chooses it. Growth doesn't care about your age, your past, or your circumstances. It only cares about your willingness to keep becoming. So here we are, my friend, the end of this 3-part growth mindset journey. And I want you to really let this sink in. Growth isn't about being perfect, No, it's about who you are becoming every single day through the choices you make. You're not fixed. You're not defined by your past. You're not stuck in your old stories. You are becoming. Every time you get back up after a setback, you are becoming. Every time you show up when it would have been easier to quit, you are becoming. Every time you choose courage over comfort, discipline over excuses, growth over fear, you becoming. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't need to wait for some finish line to feel proud, because growth isn't a someday destination. No, it's who you are showing up as today. So the next time you hear that voice whisper, "I can't," answer back with, "Watch me." The next time fear says, "What if I fail?" remind yourself, failure is feedback, and feedback makes me stronger. And the next time you look in the mirror, don't just see your reflection, see the person you're becoming, resilient, capable, unstoppable. Because that's the truth of this whole series. You have built your foundation with resilience. You have rewired your stories with belief. And now you're living as someone who doesn't just have a growth mindset, but it's a growth mindset in action. Your story is still being written, my friend, and you are holding the pen. So go live it. Go write it. Go become unstoppable. Thank you for walking this journey with me. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I've loved creating it with you. These conversations were not just episodes. No, they were stepping stones for us to grow together. Looking forward for our next powerful conversation. Have an amazing week.